Hey, Pool Reflections fans. Just had a private lesson yesterday where we spoke about general fitness and increasing shooting velocity for a freshman who doesn't have much of a weightlifting routine ongoing right now. And okay, how do we get a few more miles per hour on our shot and get a little bit stronger from an overall fitness perspective? Couple of just broad thoughts on this. Number one thing when it comes to your strength and conditioning is consistency. So find a routine that you can stick to, that's well structured, and that you can add more water down the snorkel. But don't be in a place where you're exercising so crazy hard that you've got delayed onset soreness and you're doing it 2 times a week, 1 time a week. Try to be in that 3 to 4 times a week range when it comes to your strength and conditioning. Ease into it slowly and build from there. A lot of these strength and conditioning things for folks that have never done them before, best thing that you can do is just start off with body weight work and increase your general fitness, things that you actually enjoy doing. You're never going to regret running upstairs or playing some beach volleyball or playing soccer or throwing a football around or going to a yoga class. All of those things are extremely helpful for your explosive strength, your tensile strength, and breaking up the monotony of just being in a pool, going to school, being in a pool, going to school, being in the pool, go to school. Um, so the shooting motion itself is a function really of your core strength and your leg strength and your ability to connect your kinetic chain with all of your big muscles in your legs, transferring that powerful leg energy into your core, and then your arm is essentially along for the ride. Um, I've added a band routine that is primarily for baseball players that is in the video below. With regards to water polo, we really want to be focusing on bringing our shoulders back and getting those back muscles really strong, because with all of the throwing motions that water polo players have, with all of the swimming that we do on a constant basis, one of the first things I see is if people start doing this, because we also type on computers all day long. When people start doing this in our sport, that's typically when their injuries start to occur when it comes to shoulders. So making sure that you're sitting with proper posture and you're strengthening all of those back muscles, all of those muscles that decelerate your shot, will really help you in the long run, staying consistent and increasing that velocity when it comes to your shot. Um, Core and leg strength, again, cannot be overstated how important that is. But then learning how to transfer that core and leg strength into your shooting mechanics is really valuable also. So from a good shooting position, I'm left-handed, so my left knee would be down on the ground underneath with a towel underneath it. And then my front leg with my toes pointed towards my target, my nose pointed towards my target, my offhand pointed towards my target. I could start with a heavy ball and then just work on my wrist motion at first. Okay. The wrist is going to be basically wrist and fingertips are going to be the end of the whip. My leg strength and my core strength is going to be the handle of the whip that generates that force. So with a heavy ball, you can throw it against a wall from your knee, 10 to 15 times, get that feeling of just moving that wrist, creating backspin on the ball, hitting the same target every single time. After about 10 to 15 reps of that, you can move on to engaging your lower abs and getting a little bit more of a snap to it with your arm. So arms, abs, then arm, abs, then arm, adding a little bit more rotational strength and pushing through those toes on that back foot so you can feel that snap, tucking that chin a little bit, 10 to 15 times. And then for 5 or 6 max effort, max intent shots, you're even throwing this off elbow back away from your target, bam, and hitting that target as hard as you possibly can. So that'll give you the ability to connect your lower legs to your fingertips all the way through that kinetic chain. Feel your whole body firing and getting all of your weight behind that shot. And again, with simple consistency and improving your overall athleticism, that's how you're going to add velocity to your shot at the end of the day. Hope that's helpful. And if you have any other questions, you know where to find me. Be well and go be great.